What up, people? It's me, Mad Dog, Mob Squad Sports. You know my slogan. I'm better than you. What's going on, man? Hey, coming at you a little late this time, but I was waiting on something to pop off, to finish up. Just to break down the weekend for you. Hey, Red Sox, moving right along. Ask me where they done it. Go ahead, ask me. I'll wait on you. It was in the Boogie Down. The Boogie Down Bronx, baby. The BX Borough. That's where it happened. Red Sox. I would say sent the Yankees home, but Yankees was already at home. Got out of there. Get on up out of here. But don't think they went quiet. It looked like they were going to go quiet at first, but yeah. Yankees made it again. 4-3 Red Sox. Red Sox move on to the ALCS. Yankees at the house. Well, look at it this way. At least they didn't have to go far. You know what I mean? They right there. Pack the bags, close your lockers. Use that'll be there will be there. Use that won't. You may want to take your personals with you. Giancarlo Stanton is not one that's going to have to take his personals with him. He will be just fine. It's the Big Apple, the big city, and it's the Yankees. It's not the Mets. It's the Yankees. So, with that being said, pump your brakes, people, on the Giancarlo Stanton give him back donation thing. Cut that out. He'll be just fine next year. You'll thank me when I tell you. Sip some of this. A little bit of that tea. I'm out here in Texas. Thought I'd have some Texas tea, to hang out with you tonight. It was a banger, but it's over. It's the ALCS. Red Sox. The Astros. Houston, stand up. You're back at it. Back at it like a crack addict. 2 years running. Let's get it. I personally thought that the Red Sox Yankees was basically the ALCS. Houston may be overlooking them a little bit, but that was my own personal thought. Houston took care of Cleveland. Cleveland was just there. The division was horrible. There was nothing going on that led me to believe. Put it this way: Cleveland was my AL, whereas Atlanta was my NL. Cleveland's window of opportunity closed probably the year after they lost. Nice little squad. My thing is, that those teams, those Yankees, those Red Sox, things like that, are not going to go too many years. So you only have so long, so many years, maybe 2. Lucky if you get 3, that you can go without having to deal with one of them. Houston took advantage of that. They're going to try to be the great team. If I'm a betting man, I'm probably betting with the Red Sox. If I want to go against the odds and I feel good about it, I definitely would do so. Go against the odds. Pick that Houston. They definitely have the tools to win this. To win this series. So, with that being said, it's going to be a great one in the AL. Flip over. NL. I'm not really sure why it took the Dodgers so long to put the Braves away. It didn't really seem like that. Rockies. You're there. You weren't there long, but you were there. Like I said, I didn't see you winning. The Brewers were hot. Rockies. Cubs were not. You guys were not hot. The Dodgers was rolling. Atlanta, great season, wonderful season. Looking for big things from them next year. I'm actually looking for really big things from this year because, like I said, they went from worst to first, but they did it not necessarily being too old and veteran. I'm actually looking for Atlanta to have a few good seasons coming up. Just baby steps back into the mix for Atlanta. So definitely watch out for the ATL. But I told you what teams would be there. That's what 98% right. I picked wrong in Atlanta. I think that's about it. Everybody else, I think I was pretty spot on as far as postseason play, what was going to happen. But this is how it goes down. Dodgers took them 4 games. Shouldn't have. Atlanta had a fight in them. They put Atlanta away. Brewers. I hate every damn thing about Milwaukee. No, let me take that back. I hate all the teams in Milwaukee. I hate all the teams in Wisconsin. Green Bay, kiss my ass. The Milwaukee Brewers, can't stand their ass either. Are there any other Milwaukee teams? Well, it's Wisconsin in college football, but any other Milwaukee teams that I can hate on? Milwaukee Bucks. Thank you for Gerard Parker. Not much to say about the Milwaukee Bucks. But anyway, so I'm done with my hating on Milwaukee. Do love their brats, cheese, dairy. Gotta have your cheese, gotta have your brats. So, Milwaukee is good for something. Or Wisconsin is, whoever it is that makes the cheese and the brats. Definitely though, gonna be a great NLCS. Which I usually do, but I enjoyed the postseason, even after my team got popped, because it just felt like, the team dominant and this should be this, and just didn't happen that way. Even the sweep with the Brewers over Rockies just didn't happen that way. You have to understand, NLDS is 5 games. Going up 3-0 is better than going up 3-1, but still at the same time, it still can turn into a series. But definitely some classics. Now, off of the postseason in the MLB, I'm gonna flip some gears to college football. Wow weekend. Well, Ohio State undefeated. Let's see. Michigan's rolling. My Irish remained undefeated. Knocking off Virginia Tech. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm definitely going somewhere with this. Georgia, Alabama, Clemson did their thing. Not so sure about Clemson. Miami starting the ball instead of just getting through. Kind of starting the ball a little bit. Kind of starting to get that little mystique back from last year. Oklahoma Falls, people. Let me. I threw some things out there for you. Let me push that back. Oklahoma fell this weekend. Here's the problem. West Virginia did not. West Virginia kept it rolling. Oklahoma fell this weekend. West Virginia is still undefeated. And the team in Oklahoma fell to them Texas Longhorns. They've been looking damn good. The hell they lost to Maryland? I don't know. Maryland, fairly mediocre. No, actually, no, they're not. If you're fairly mediocre, you're fairly trash. Texas come in, they beat you TCU, they beat you USC. We don't know what's going to happen with USC. They're not even around. TCU, I'm not even sure they're around. Nobody's heard from them after they dropped to Texas. Horrible third quarter in the Ohio State game, TCU. But Big 12. All right, I'm going to break it down for you. Big 12 is on a crack. Oklahoma's not going anywhere. I don't know if TCU's going to recover or not. USC, I don't know if they're going to recover or not. Maryland, their record may be way better than their team is. And I think they're on like 2-2 or something. I don't know. Who cares? It's Maryland. Oklahoma's still going to be there. West Virginia's going to be there. Texas has the one loss, but they could easily be undefeated. Here we are, people. Alabama, Georgia, one of them are going to lose. If they don't lose against each other in championship games, that means they didn't play each other, which means they both were not undefeated because they lost somebody else, which gave somebody else the chance to go. So, Alabama or Georgia will lose. Clemson, not so sure. They could go undefeated in that conference. Miami could knock them off. Who knows? Ohio State escaped through a couple of tough ones. We 5-6 of the season. They could have a couple of tough ones coming up. I know they have the one against Michigan. Michigan has looked great other than the Notre Dame game. Offense is putting up points. They made that change a lot earlier than Notre Dame did. But that could be bad. But let's say Ohio State stays undefeated. Notre Dame, they're undefeated. Virginia Tech lost to Old Dominion. Stanford just got kicked out. They were undefeated, dropped, and then lost again to Utah. They're nowhere to be found. USC, let's say, got beat by a Texas team who now we're looking like, whoa. They're nowhere to be found. I'm an Irish. Everybody knows I'm an Irish. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I do not know. If Texas was undefeated, they would definitely be ranked ahead of Notre Dame right now. That's just me. Would they stay there? Man, who knows? It's Notre Dame. But the playoff selection, which I believe happens out here in Grapevine, Texas, at the Gaylord. You better pay me for that plug. That's going down. I may have to pop up in there and throw my 2 cents in because this is crazy. The college football playoffs are about to come to a crashing end if teams don't start dropping the fixes. The play on the field will have to fix the college football playoffs, so there's going to be a disaster. Could you imagine? And we're only talking about right now, but West Virginia runs the table, beating the Texas team, beating Oklahoma. Could you imagine West Virginia not jumping Notre Dame the way that the schedule is? Florida State's trash. Hot garbage. Virginia Tech is, like I said, fine up until they lost to Old Dominion. That score is probably going to be that score regardless, but with the loss of Old Dominion, it just looks that much worse. Michigan, only bright light for Notre Dame. So far, Stanford, maybe they run the table, win the Pac-12 or something. Who knows? USC, maybe they get into the Pac-12 and maybe play Stanford, and who knows? But with that being said, if they just finish off, does a one-loss Alabama team, and this is 2 separate questions because you have Alabama, then you have everybody else. Does a one-loss Alabama team stay in the top 4 if Notre Dame is undefeated? If West Virginia is undefeated? And that question is also to be answered. Who goes if both are undefeated, West Virginia and Notre Dame? Notre Dame doesn't have a conference championship. But if that's not the case, does a Georgia team who only loses to this high-praised Alabama team, if that's their only loss, do they stay in the Final Four as opposed to a undefeated Notre Dame or an undefeated West Virginia? Now, mind you, for West Virginia to be undefeated, they got to beat Oklahoma, they got to beat Texas. Now, this is provided that Ohio State and Clemson go undefeated. That is very debatable. Honestly, it's not even that. I mean, I know you want to praise Alabama, but it's not. It's not a case that they had to have a bad game. No, they just had to get popped. Auburn just has to show up in the Iron Bowl because Auburn has athletes. SEC has athletes. Big 12 has athletes offensively. I'm going to come back to the Big 12 and their defense in a minute. Oklahoma. I'll come back. But tell me that. How do these playoffs work? And if an undefeated Notre Dame team, Notre Dame is who we're talking, Notre Dame, however you want to say it. If an undefeated Notre Dame, I wouldn't give a damn. They're playing all independent, all the people independent. What, BYU, is Boise still in the independent? I'm not sure. Navy, no, I think Navy went to conference state. Army, whoever's in the independent. I wouldn't care if they beat all of them. This is Notre Dame we're talking about. If Notre Dame does not get into the college football playoff as an undefeated, one loss, they're done. One loss with that schedule, they're done. Automatically, they're done. It's Notre Dame. They're going to be BCS Bowl with one loss. But one loss, they're done. But if a Notre Dame team does not get in the Final Four, I guarantee you within the next 2 years, the college football goes to 8 teams, maybe even 16. There's no way in hell that a Notre Dame team will not get into the Final Four if they're undefeated because the top 4 teams can't go undefeated. 2 of them have to play each other. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If Clemson loses, they're gone. They're done. They're done. I don't think a Clemson or an Ohio State with one loss gets in over a Texas team. Of course, they're not getting over Notre Dame because Notre Dame, if they're undefeated. One loss, because as much as people praise Notre Dame, people hate Notre Dame. One loss, that could just be straight BCS Bowl. But Ohio State and Clemson don't get in over, first of all, we're still talking about West Virginia being undefeated, but if not, then that means Texas only has one loss. Oklahoma only has one loss. If Texas loses, of course they're not going to put Oklahoma in over Texas. Texas beat their ass. Even though they blew a fourth quarter, 21-point lead in the fourth quarter, they still won the game. Kick came in, won the game. So, you know what? I may just do a whole college football special. I'm gonna stop right there. We want a playoff. We got a playoff, 4 games. This may have to go further now. We wanted a bigger playoff, but they started with the 4. This may have to go to 8. It may even have to go to 16 because it's just not feasible for what we're talking about. But I'll get into that as the college football season goes on. Just food for thought. But switching gears on. Oh, what I was going to say, just to double back. Oklahoma, you've been getting scored on. You pick now to fire your defense coordinator. You've been getting scored on for years. You pick now just to fire your defense coordinator. I just thought it was funny. Just wanted to put that out there. Oklahoma allows 45, I believe it was, regular before the field goal points. Something around there. I'm just putting it out there. You waited till now to fire your defense coordinator. You've been putting up points. Hell, Army was putting up points, and you couldn't even get them off the field. And then, of course, they took all day to put up points, but you couldn't even get them off the field. It was just funny to me. Sorry. Anyway, Oklahoma defense coordinator Stoops is out of there. He gone. So, tripped me the hell out. But whatever. Hey. Anyway. Now, what was the big thing? What was the big thing? KHABIB McGREGOR. McGregor talking all that shit. That's Irish dude. Talking all that shit against Mayweather. Got beat up. Been off for a couple of years. I thought he would come back a little swifter after having to train for the Mayweather in order to catch KHABIB, and it's something he was not going to be used to. I was wrong. McGregor got his ass whooped. McGregor, I think, lost every round. His closest round was the round was, I believe, round 3 when KHABIB wanted to fight with him. Maybe in round 2. Can't remember. Saw it. He got his ass whooped. Talking all that shit. On the chat, the buzz. These many people got hurt. I'm going to have to watch it again. Man, I probably won't watch it again. I'm talking about the melee. I don't even remember seeing the window cut. I'm trying to figure out how everybody cut. But anyway, disrespect to KHABIB. Disrespectful to KHABIB. KHABIB whooped his ass. Jumps out the ring. Goes to whoop his homeboy's ass. He looking for Drake. I'm playing. I don't know if he was looking for Drake or not. I'm playing. He may be looking for Drake. He might have just wanted to slap the yellow off his ass. I don't know. But anyway, he was out there ready to get it cracking with everybody and anybody who had anything to say positive about McGregor. His homeboy even jumped in the ring and was like, yo, we turned this to a full-out gang war. And gave McGregor some shots. Now, of course, I was seeing the video. McGregor gave him some headshots, so that dude might want to train a little bit more. He did get some nice bodies, though. But people are being fined. People are going to be under investigation, of course. Dana White ain't going to take the whole loss. Here's the argument that happened between me and my little bro. And he's like, nah, man, run up on your family, yada, yada, yada. That's off top. Off top. That's going to happen. Here's the problem. That has to happen somewhere else when you know in your contract it may be something popping. Here's what I thought about after that. If I'm Dana White, that's not in anybody's contract. Anything goes. This is going to be explosive. It's going to sell, and the rematch is going to sell. I know the rematch is on. I know the rematch was already written down. McGregor's already asking for the rematch. Maybe he'll go train for real now. But it'd be dumb as hell for Dana White to try to suspend or do anything that's going to hurt the rematch. He can suspend. He can fine. But it better be all done by the time the rematch is signed. Because the rematch is already done. It's ready to go. They're working out right now. They're working out right now for the rematch. That you can forget about that. That's done. Everything else is just going to be smoke and mirrors. And I guarantee you, when they say that they signed, when they say that this is when they allegedly signed, the fight's going to be not too far after that because they're already know that they're going to be fighting, so they're already trained. While all the litigation is going on and everything else. Let me tell you something. Dana White, he's not an idiot. He may be a lot of things according to UFC, but he's not an idiot. He knows good and damn well this is going to be a rematch. He can fine, he can suspend, he can do whatever. Everybody's accountable. Somebody may have gotten hurt. And this was my thing. I said Dana White wouldn't take that loss. Hey, it's got to come out of somebody's check because of the fact that that's what's for any fighters. Any fighters. Something happens, it gets out of hand, it reaches civilians, it goes past the camps. These people that are pro these fights and everything are not liable. Fighters are the ones that are liable. Think I'm lying? Look at that. So, that's why I thought they would be more cautious. This is different. This is UFC. Trust me. Dana White is going to get some bread off of this. Whatever he has to pay, he's going to pay because he knows. First of all, he's already gotten bread. Whatever he has to pay probably won't even equal up to that. I'm sure it won't. And then he gets a part 2 coming. And if that goes crazy or goes a different way, he may have a part 3. Do I blame KHABIB? No. Do I wish he would have kept his emotions in check until maybe outside of that? Yes. Keep your dough. Keep your people around you to handle the, whatever confrontation. You let your talking get done in the ring. No need to do anything else if your money is involved because this is not a long game. But that's me coming at you with that. You may think differently. You're absolutely wrong. Think I'm playing? Look it up. When civilians are involved, the fighters and their camps, or the fighters, I should say, because their camps are part of the fighters, are who's going to be involved in those suits. That's plain and simple. The money was made. There's more money to be made. It's going to get made. Wait on the rematch because it's coming. The rematch is coming. Remember, I told you, Mac Dog, Mob Squad Sports. You know my slogan. I'm better than you. Don't even sleep. I'm coming right back at you in a couple. I'm out.